I don't usually do these weekly video trainings because I leave it up to my friends, and I like to kind of just oversee everything as the president of the ministry. But today, I just felt compelled to share something with you, something I think is so lacking and so needed to be discussed at a time like this in our society. I found myself at a radio station. This happens to be a Christian radio station. And, it's really cool. I get to see dials and lights and everything flashing. And it reminds me of when I was a kid that I just wanted to be a DJ so bad. And I wanted to be able to spin records and have people dance and having lots of fun. Well, that never worked out for me. And that's okay. But, being here reminds me of all that and really makes me understand what the purpose of the station is, or any station for that matter. The responsibility here is to broadcast over the airwaves to a group of people and utilize that sphere of influence to share a powerful message with these people who are listening, some 50,000 on a weekly basis for this particular station. And they're sharing great Christian music, an encouraging message of music. They're sharing great talk. Again, all encouraging, designed to equip people with hope, engage people, and letting them know that there's still hope out there today. And my goodness, isn't that what we need? But as I thought further, I started realizing that we all are broadcasting as well every day. And we're our own station, and what's coming out of our mouth is what's going out over the airwaves. And the question that I have for you today is, what are you broadcasting? Now, what do I mean when I say, what are you broadcasting? Obviously, I'm saying, what is coming out of your mouth? What are you talking about? What example are you setting? And I really believe that's based on one key question that we need to ask ourselves. You see, what's coming out of us really emanates from a belief system that has been instilled in us, whether it was because of who we grew up with, our family, our friends, the people that we watch in the culture, celebrities, athletes, our professors at universities. A lot of these people spew out their own belief system or somebody else's belief system onto us. And as I travel and I speak with people, I believe that 95% of the people can tell you what they believe. But the problem is they're not asking themselves a very powerful question. And because they're not, their belief system, what they're going to find is really the belief system of somebody else. And they grow up, and therefore they're the creation of other people's belief systems. You see, the second part of the question we need to ask ourselves is why? Why do I believe what I believe? I think if you sat down and really reflected on that simple question, I think your mind might get blown. You see, I really believe that many people that ask that question will find out that it's not their belief system at all because they've never put it to the test. You see, if you've never put your belief system to the test, you are at great risk because your belief system is there as a foundation to make all your other decisions. It's your anchor. And if you are skewed in that, where you're really not putting it to the test, you really don't know if you believe that this is what I believe, you're going to have a challenge. Let me put it this way. Imagine a chair. And I need to know that that chair is worthy for me to sit in it, that it's going to hold me. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at it and I'm going to say, it looks structurally sound. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hand on it and I might rock it around a little bit to see, is this thing going to move? And then of course, nothing really matters unless I actually take the action to sit in that chair. And what I'm saying to you is, have you ever taken the action to rest in your belief, to sit in your belief, that you know without a doubt that when you sit in that chair, it's real. And I could take that to the bank. And because I could take that to the bank, I have a foundation to build the rest of my life on. Now for me, that chair is my faith in Jesus Christ. You know, Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1 says, faith is being sure of what you hope for and certain of what you do not see. The chair. And I am firmly seated in it because as a man who grew up on evolution and grew up on really me being my own God, I came smack dab in the face of the Bible and recognizing as I tried to rip it apart so I can prove it wrong, the only thing I could do was prove it right. I had to make that belief system my own because my belief system was somebody else's. My belief system at that time was a belief system of friends and the schools that I was attending. I had to make it my own. I had to go on that quest for truth. I had to go on that quest to recognize what is real. And from that point, I built that foundation on that belief system. You know, John Maxwell, the leadership guru, said something really powerful. He said, decisions are made easy when you know in advance what you stand for. Let's face it, if you don't stand for something strong, you're going to fall for anything. But do you know what you believe? Or is that belief system something that you grew up with? Maybe celebrities, inner circle people, or professors or work people? Whose belief system do you hold strong to? It is your foundation. Everything's going to flow from that. Wouldn't you want to know for sure, without a doubt, that your belief system was on target and strong? I'm not here to tell you what you believe. I've already told you what I believe, which I think is rock solid and certainly worth investigating if you've never done so. But I could promise you this. Many of you will, if you ask this question and are serious about it and do some investigative reporting, you're going to find out. You're going to find out that maybe your belief system is really not your own. It's a counterfeit belief system. And you're basing your entire life's journey on possibly a false road that you're traveling. And so I want to challenge you. What are you broadcasting? Ask yourself, what are you broadcasting? The world today is going insane. And I believe we're seeing a lot of people who are acting out of somebody else's belief system. They're listening to other people and they're being reactionary rather than pausing and asking the question, is this within the realm of what I believe? And is that belief system rock solid? And that's why I sit back, I watch, and I see chaos because we are out of order, folks. We are out of order. And you know something about being out of order? And I'll end with this. There was a phenomenal quote by Edmund Burke, and he said this: evil triumphs when good men do nothing. Evil triumphs when good men do nothing. I'm pretty sure you're a good man watching this, but if you're sitting down and you're not a man of action, and you're not a man of action because you don't have a rock solid anchored belief system that you'll die for. If you don't have that, then you're going to sit back and you may scream at a TV, you may scream at what you say, but you're going to sit there in that chair and you're not going to do anything. And I'm saying to you today, it's time to rise up. Oh, man of God. Time to rise up and go out there. Love your wives. Teach your children. Be the man that God crafted you to be. A man of integrity, a man of character, a man of strength, a man of courage, a man of love. Go out there. Live it out. Live it out loud. And you know what? I'm pretty confident that the airwaves will be a lot different. May God bless you. Have a great day.